Hello, and glad to have you here today. Today, we're going to talk about imposter syndrome, what it is, and how we can make it better. And I have three important points to help. And have you heard of that before? Is that something that you know about? Is it something that you've experienced? Is it something that you've felt? A lot of people go through this, and I guess just because I was already out there and probably when I was in nursing school or something, or I might have had some of that, or when I got out as a nurse initially, which I don't remember it happening because they just slapped me in a charge position, and I just had to go for goal, and run for it, with my patients. And with this, it was different for me, but I already had a certain amount of, you know, confidence and knowledge. And even though I didn't have as much as everyone else and I was learning new stuff, I still knew how to share that. And as we were encouraged, still reach out and help, someone who might be just a couple of steps behind you, one step behind you. And when I started doing that, it made me feel really good because I was really helping somebody. So just want to know if you've ever heard of that. What did you encounter? How did you deal with it? And you can drop that all in the chat. So as you're hopping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what you think about imposter syndrome. If you've ever had it, if you've, been able to get rid of it, and how you did that. So all in the chat, and that'd be great. And we can have an interaction going here and build a community, of people that are, business builders that are trying to help each other. And I'll do the best that I can to continue to provide the information that I'm providing to help you to be what you want to be, as well as myself. A lot of the things I talk about, I have experienced, or I know somebody who has, and we've talked about it in my company where I joined a while ago and just started to learn this whole business and marketing and online thing because I was a nurse before. I was a registered nurse and I had none of that background. But I have just been learning so much in my life since I guess I was in my 20s. I just started, grasping for information and trying to make myself the best person that I could be. So, anyway, there I go, talking a lot. Anyway, so let me first of all introduce myself to those I haven't had the pleasure of meeting. And my name is Cherie Woodard. I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, I use lead generation, video marketing, as well as other updated, modern, and trending strategies. So that is basically what I do. And because a lot of people are online, but they just weren't prepared for it. Whereas I had been online for a while, learning and growing in the company that I'm in, which is it's a education company. Pretty much for me, I love everything that I'm learning, as well as it's a mentorship company as well. So, I'm just learning and growing and doing the best that I can to be there for those people that don't have that in their life right now. And maybe, who knows, maybe that might be something that you might want to look at. It's up to you. But basically, that is what I do. And I love doing it. I love being able to come online, go live, and help. And what I'm going to do is put in it's going to be on the video in the comment section. It's going to be offer that's really juicy offer for attraction marketing formula. it is what I started with. It was the guide that I used. It was the map, the blueprint, that all I had to do was track and learn and, also all of the other things that they do in this company to help you to learn and grow and be the best that you can be. And they produced a lot of people that um, just took it by the tail and swung it around and just are like on top now and are doing really, really well. It's just, amazing. I love it. I love to see that. I know where I'm going and I know what I'm going to be doing. So basically, that is all I have to say about that. Let me look at my time. I've already talked almost 6 minutes. So let's get into what we're going to be talking about today, imposter syndrome. And I have notes in front of me, and I am having a little trouble with my eyes. So I'm sorry if I kind of stutter. I have to keep looking down. And let me just drink some water now because I know my throat gets dry really quick. Imposter syndrome. Have you ever heard of it? I'm not sending anything in the chat. I know sometimes there's a delay, so I'm going to go on and move forward with this. And it just, sometimes things just come to me and I may have something else planned, but I'll move that out of the way because when it does and I wake up with that, then that's something I feel like I'm supposed to do, that day. I've prayed, I've done my morning routine, and I'm ready to help and then to get going with the rest of my business. So imposter syndrome is it's when you doubt yourself. It's when you feel like no one wants to listen to you. You feel like you're saying things, but they're not real, to you. And so you feel like you're just a fraud and you're making up stuff and you're not really, but it just depends on how you see what it is that you're doing. And a lot of people tend to feel that way because they don't have the big results yet. you know they may have a few results, but they feel like they've got to have it all, and we all have to start somewhere. So it's important to be aware of that and to know that we all have to start somewhere. And for some of us coming in, I mean, in this company that I'm in, there are people at all different levels of development in their business. There are people that already had businesses but wanted to grow them better and in a different way. And so they came and they learned, and they excelled, and so we're all at different levels. And I think one of the things too that causes us to, or me, which I didn't, anyway, what causes us to feel imposter syndrome is that we keep looking at the person that's next to us, the person that started with us, the person that started behind us who comes up and passes us. We don't know their background. We don't know what they already had. And so you can't compare yourself to someone who's not you. You can only deal with what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're learning, and continue to do that, and then reach back and help somebody. I've been doing that since I started in this company a little while ago. And I just love being able to, you know, I love being able to help somebody. And when I, first started out learning, I, was so excited when I saw a question, in our community, one of our communities, and I was able to answer that person and help them, and guide them to the answer. Because you don't always want to give people the answer because then they'll never be able to do it on their own. So we want to, foster that independence. I mean, yeah, independence. We want to foster that and help them to know that it's okay. When you're new and you're learning and you're nervous and you're stressed and all of that, then, it's going to take a minute. So it's okay every now and then to tell somebody, okay, this is what I did, this is what I found, this is what I learned, and it's in such and such and such in our programs and what have you. So it's okay to do that. And when I did that, it gave me such a lift that I knew that I was in the right place. I already knew it, but it just reinforced it because I could reach back and help someone that with something maybe that I had just learned that day, and it was so exciting for me. And people with imposter syndrome tend to look at it as, oh, I can't really do anything because I've only been here, a short time, but do you know anything? Did you have, the what we used to call daily dose of awesome, in this company? And it was always something to give you something to go on and give you, something that they thought would help you as you went out throughout your day, and giving you certain information, to help you to grow and to help you to know that this is something that's coming. This is something that you need to be aware of, that, all those things. And so if I could do that and learn that from them and then turn around and help someone else, and use my own words, use what I had as takeaways from what I learned, then I can turn around and help someone else. So it's it's a matter of remembering not to compare yourself. It's a mat to others because you don't know where they are, what their knowledge base is, where they started, where they're at now, you just don't know. So it's important I had to put blinders on. And I also had a person who said, Cherie, this is not one of those things where you want to be looking at other people. You want to run your own race, do your best, and keep learning and growing so that you can then turn around and help somebody else. And that really helped me and it stuck with me. And I'm still telling people about it. So the other thing, let me, okay, refocus the glasses here. So we talked about what imposter syndrome is. And now we want to talk about, which I basically think I've said, you can help people even if you're 1 or 2 steps ahead of them. When I get off my notes, I really get off and go wider than I planned. But anyway, I'm gonna look at my notes. And then the other thing was that you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be the person that knows everything. It takes some time for people to get to that point. And then there's always stuff that comes up that you're still learning, and still growing, especially in this industry that we're in. And let's see. Okay. And then the next thing is, sorry, um, I've really been having trouble with my eyes. I'm gonna have to go and have them checked again. But anyway, it's important to believe in you and to know that some of the things that are, causing you to feel this way might be things that you don't even realize. You may have depression and don't know it. You may have, a lack of self-esteem and don't really realize it. You just, but when someone else talks to you, or if you go to a therapist or you talk to a friend, they may be able to tell you, it seems like you are having difficulty believing that you're worthy and that you can do this. And, because someone, pointed some things out to me a long time ago. Cherie, you can do this. And that was when I first started out, long time ago. That's another story. I don't want to, you know, uh, I want to be respectful of your time. So the causes, other things are like thoughts of being inferior. You have to change your thoughts and change your world. So change your thoughts and you'll see a difference, but you have to be aware. You have to become self aware. And these are some of the things that I have as causes. So I already said lack of self-esteem, lack of self-belief, and then when you're doing something totally brand new that you never done before, that can give you the willies. It can make you a little bit, feeling like, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? Who's going to listen to me? And why would they? Because I don't have the big results. Well, just remember what I've said. You don't have to have the big results. You just have to be a step ahead of someone. You don't have to be the expert that knows everything, because we all had to start somewhere. And make sure that you don't use comparing yourself to others, because it just gets you all, balled up and in a knot, and you feel like you can't do anything. But you have to remember that we all had to start somewhere, and we're all learning. And there are people, like I said before, that are already have their businesses, but they came to this company because they wanted to learn a better way, learn some different things, learn something that this company really has to offer. So basically, that is it for today. Because I said it all before I was even really looking at my paper. But I hope that this information has been helpful for you. I hope that it makes you think. And when you feel like you're being an imposter, you're really not. You really just need to get a hold of that and do what it is that you need to do. Go on and speak out and say what it is that you need to say to help those people that you want to help, those people that you have a passion for, those people that you are developing a passion for, because you always knew what you wanted to do. So, and you're just, as you get people that are following you, deliver them value. And that's all. I mean, that's all anybody can ask, especially when we're first starting. But you'll see how quickly you learn things, and then you can teach people other, and help people, and give them information, and help them to be guided to where they can get the help they need. Okay, so that is it for today. I will have the information on the video when it's downloaded in the comment section for the offer I was talking about for attraction marketing formula. You can get it for a song. And so check it out. But once you go in and you open it up, the clock starts ticking. You have 30 minutes, and then it's gonna cost more than just a song. So, all right, sorry, back pain that shoots through. Anyway, basically, we're done. So have a great one. Today is my last day going live. I will be going live again Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and hopefully you'll show up, and I'll be here, and we'll keep it going. So take care. Have a good one. Talk soon. Bye now.